Hello and welcome to game number 3 between Mouz Sports and RoX. This is a loser bracket match where apparently RoX is taking a very long time to think about their draft. Yeah, they still banned out something. They banned out the Nature's Prophet, a hero that Mouz Sports has been played both games so far. Since it's both games, I mean, you know that there's one loss and one win for that Nature's Prophet, but they don't want to be facing it again. It probably phases them into a kind of playstyle that's too annoying for them to deal with, especially with those split pushes that we saw earlier. I mean, that kind of killed them off at the end. Well, that amongst other things, I guess. We've got ourselves another ban for the Phantom Lance, and Mouz Sports has been doing that consistently throughout the drafting phase as well. But before we're going to continue on commenting on the draft, I'm just going to quickly show you the standings as they are right now. We are seeing that Mouz Sports got dropped down by Empire, who still has to face Dignitas in the winners bracket match. And Dignitas, of course, a team that knocked down RoX to the losers bracket, and the losers bracket looking like this. It is RoX and Mouz up against each other right now. The winner will be facing up against No Challenger. The loser, however, will be going home with empty hands because there's no prize for if you lose right now. So they don't want to be having that, and you know, both teams fighting very bravely. We've got ourselves one game for each. Let's see who's going to be taking the win entirely, because this is the deciding game. And the rest of the draft kind of went real fast, because apparently that's the thing, like as soon as I switch to my standing screen, then teams are like bam, 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 picking up what they want. But after the ban out for the Darkseer on the side of Mouz Sports, it was RoX that picked themselves up again, the Nyx Assassin. We're seeing a repeater from the previous game, from game number 1 actually, where the Nyx Assassin was picked up, and then indeed the Keeper of Light and the Bat Rider picked up by Mouz Sports as well. But as I said then, Nyx Assassin is considered to be a bit of a counter towards both the Bat Rider and the Keeper of Light, purely because of his Spike Carapace, so we'll see how Mouz Sports will deal with that this time, as we have the Shadow Demon also, which is also a counter towards that Bat Rider, because whoever is going to be put in a lasso, it will be possible to have a disruption on the target to just keep him alive for a little while longer, and to just make sure that the lasso is basically only doing some moving without really doing anything else. And it won't be doing that much moving if the Nyx Assassin is there with the Spike Carapace. So all in all, a great combination. They also pick up the Rubik, so this already says that it's probably going to be the Nyx Assassin that's going to be taking on that mid lane, as we saw in game number 1 where Solo was playing that Nyx. Mouz Sports pick up the Lone Druid, so they're indicating this game is going to be taking a while. At least longer so far than RoX is indicating it will last. But last game, of course, we saw a lot of aggression coming off from RoX, and I think they are already setting up for a lot of aggression as well. Shadow Demon and Rubik might not be the best roamers of all times, especially not because, I mean, the Shadow Demon there doesn't have a solid disable, at least while you have a disruption. Of course, it's nice to be able to set things off, but you don't really have a disable that you can hit through, as we saw in game number 1 where they had and a Magic Missile and a Split Earth. But we'll see what they're going to be doing with that, as we have got Leshrac getting banned out by RoX. I mean, Mouz Sports still need one of the supports, so they are going to be banning out those. As we're seeing Mouz Sports banning out carries, because they know RoX still want to have one of those. We're going to have a Warlock being banned out there, with the Gyrocopter ban out on the side of Mouz Sports. Don't want to be facing that one again, even though they did win against it in the previous game. But we'll find out. RoX is going to be thinking about their last ban. I mean, so far, if you look at the lineup for Mouz Sports, you've got ourselves support, a mid, and an offlaner, and you kind of need a carry still as well, I guess. But the first pick is going to go to RoX. So, you know, if there's going to be a carry still, you don't want to be banning out too much carries, because you're going to be assuming Mouz Sports is going to be banning out another carry as well, and you kind of want to make sure that you still have your carry in the pool when the time comes for you to draft. So
10 seconds remaining.
Going to be well, a bit guessing.
5 seconds
of course,
remaining.
There's still the Anti-Mage in the pool, something that you might want to ban out against Mouz Sports, even though it didn't really work out for Mouz Sports in the first game. We know that Black can make it work, though of course Black is also a player for that Lone Druid, so they might just want to be working with that one and then just not get another carry at all. I mean, they're not even forced to take another carry if they don't want to. In theory, it's all okay the way things are right now. RoX actually taking their time into banning out this last hero right now. And do they want to ban out another support to go together with the Keeper of the Light? I mean, Lina is still in. But they actually ban out the Vengeful Spirit, the hero that they've picked up twice in a row now already. But not want to be seeing it on the opposing team. And they're going to be banning it out. Just better safe than sorry. And the Magnus is still going to be the ban out for Mouz Sports, with Lifestealer instantly the pickup for RoX. No hesitation, just picking it up straight away. And Mouz Sports is going to be left there, the Vices, to see what they are going to be picking up. Is it going to be another support? Is it going to be a jungle hero possible as well? It really depends on what the lone druid is going to be doing. Like, if the lone druid is going to be a carry role and he's going to be getting supports with him, then Bat Rider can be either solo or offlane. But if the lone druid is going to be going offlane, then the Bat Rider can be going mid, and you still need to carry. So there's a lot of versatility
10
still for
seconds
Mouz
remaining.
Diversity, I guess that's a word too.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I'm gonna be going into reserve time for this. Like, we still have a lot of strong supports in there. I mean, a Bane is still in there, a hero that's great against that Lifestealer. But they pick up another support. They pick up a Lion. A hero with a lot of disable. And you know the thing is, Rubik can basically not steal anything real bad from him.
Mouse Sports turn to pick.
And there's the Weaver. It's gonna be their offlaner. It's gonna be giving them 2 carries. So meaning that if this game goes really late and Mouse Sports will only have a lone druid, it should be in favor of RoX. But it really depends on what they are going to be picking up last. So they can still, like, they can do so much with that lone druid and the Bat Rider. They have so many options for themselves.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
They're going into the reserves, and this is the last time that they have. I'm kind of thinking, like, what could they still... They could pick up anything, actually. They could pick up anything they still want.
Juggernaut.
And it's gonna be the Juggernaut. We have seen, actually, Lone Druid Juggernaut combinations a lot more lately. As, apparently it's an LGD international thing. From what we've seen in a movie done by Navi. Where Puppy shares his thought about a draft that he did against Team Liquid. With also the Lone Druid and the Juggernaut in the draft, and we'll see what they can do with that one. Black actually playing the Juggernaut with Koik found the Lone Druid, saying that Lone Druid is going to be on the off lane, Juggernaut's going to be safe lane farming, and Fada is going to be the one in the mid lane with the Bat Rider again up against Solo in the mid. But we'll see who's exactly going to be playing what by the time that we have ourselves a game, by the time that we actually jump ourselves out of the drafting mode of this game. But we're only going to be having
10
that
seconds
when
remaining.
Pass picks up his Lion. Come on, Pass, you can do it.
5 seconds remaining.
There we go. Let's see what they're going to be having. We're going to have Black on the Juggernaut, as I said. Fada is going to be on the Bat Rider in the mid lane. We're going to have Koikfa on the long lane, most likely. Going to be on the Lone Druid. He's going to be not supported by Alex on the Keeper of Light, because he'll probably be supporting Black, as well as the Lion, who is still being left to pick up by Pass, who actually didn't pick it up. We just jumped ourselves here because we could. As we're going to be seeing on the Radiant side is going to be Basil's once again on his Lifestealer, of course, Solo on the Nyx Assassin, Vanscore this time on the Shadow Demon with Yol on his Rubik, and that's going to leave one hero left, and that is going to be Dread playing the Weaver on the Solo long lane. And we'll see which team is going to be coming out ahead, because there's only going to be one team that is going to be able to get that spot in the losers bracket. I'm gonna be up against no Tidehunter. And which one that will be, well, time will tell. Time will tell. And if I look at the draft, and I have to favor someone's draft, it's tough. I believe we've saw Mouse Sports doing this lineup as well against Empire. As in Lone Druid and the Juggernaut. I'm not sure if it was with Mouse Sports though. Like, I've seen this lineup fail before, so we might see it fail again. I don't know. I think it's a pretty strong lineup, but it does require some time, depending on how that Juggernaut is doing, and of course depending on how the mid lane is going. I think for RoX to be able to be successful, they need also a bit of a farm up on that Weaver, but a Nyx Assassin is going to be playing a big role for them. And last game we saw a free farming Lifestealer, and he was able to join fights way earlier than the Anti-Mage at that time could. But in this case, I think Lifestealer would be a bit on par with the Juggernaut. And if you see like the Juggernaut, what he can already Omni Slash, Weaver and Shadow Demon are going to be dropping real fast. At the same time, there's a lot of shutdown. Oh, there's a bit of shutdown on RoX as well. I mean, they have got the telekinesis, the disruption, and the impale. Quite safe. As we look on mouse sports, they don't really have that apart from the lion, which, you know, has ended an impale and a hex, which is great. And yeah, for all you people asking about, wondering about EMS, it's of course going to happen after this. EMS is of course the group stage of Group D that will be happening tonight. 2 teams that will be victorious out of the 4 that are competing. It is going to be Virtus.Pro, Empire, RoX.KiS, so the team that we see here, and Eosin +4 that are going to be competing for that. So everybody faced each other once, 6 games in total, and it will be streamed by Toby and Epi. So you can tune into that one right after this one. As you can also switch to Boberg, who's casting Cupid Pandas versus Absolute Legends. And that is all the Dota that you can think of for tonight. And of course the Premier League matches tonight as well. It's every night through the week. Yeah, I introduced everybody already, so that's cool. Bear's gonna be here to try and take a quick wave away. He's a bit early though, this Bear. Trying to already sneak into the jungle and to not have any shutdown. But he is he's gonna still be there, maybe trying to distract Basils a bit. Oh well. We're gonna be having an aggressive trial lane again. We saw this in game 1, of course, an aggressive trial lane with the offlaner that's normally just offlaning. And if they're not successful, if they're not gonna get a fast first blood, then they're probably going to rotate bottom. For now though, they don't really need to, because Basils will be able to last it up against quite fast Bear anyway. So why not just put them top and try to get the advantage there? As Pass is going to be the only one to disable there. And I mean, Lion is considered to be the squishiest, or one of the squishiest heroes early game. What is he holding? Invisibility! Is it just his normal staff? Okay. But if, yeah. Lion is considered to be the squishiest. Never mind, they are ganking here. Disruption to start things off. Here comes an Impale to follow it up with. The Telekinesis will be there as well. Firefly. Is it going to be enough to get away? I don't think so. He's not even going to be able to have that yet. It's the first blood goes to the Nyx Assassin, to Solo. So we have seen this scenario before where Solo got himself an advantage. I mean, he won't be able to live off it, so to say, but he will be a bit more comfortable here, and that's going to be enough to shut Fada down a bit. As the rotation continues top, they smoke up, go top, already popped their clarities, and they're gonna try to get a kill up on the Lion possibly, and maybe Alex. I mean, Lion is the one that's the easy, should be the easiest one. If you shut him down, there's not gonna be any disable to stop you from trying to take him down, because he's the only one with disables, and he is very squishy. So he is a good one to have that for. The smoke target's already sitting ready to see if someone chases it down. Look at that. Look at this rotation. I really love this playstyle that we see from RoX. I mean, I guess in time it will be less successful because everybody will know what they're doing, but for now it's working out. At least that kill on the mid lane worked out. Let's see if they can make it work out as well for a kill on the top lane. They haven't showed themselves just yet. Mousesports know that they're missing though. Pass is gonna be the first one. Here we go. Disruption. Illuminate's gonna start charging up. It's gonna be doing some damage. The Telekinesis is still gonna be there. Where's the damage though? Where's the damage? No damage. Impale is gonna help try to stop Shadow Demon, and the Blade Fury is gonna be there as well. This actually could be a kill going the way of Mousesports. Self is being popped. We'll be able to heal him up. Dread is gonna be the one to take a fall if he's not careful. Central Ward gets placed down, but Shikushi should be getting himself away in time.
I'm in your debt.
And nobody dies on the top lane for now. And the creep wave actually got entirely pushed now. So not too bad for the Weaver if he would actually be here to trade some experience. He's actually Shikushi himself past the Central Ward again. But without any harm to himself. They're gonna be able to soak up the experience here as we are gonna be seeing Yo. I'm not sure what he is thinking about doing here. Alex knows that he is there. So he's gonna be harassed back again. And they don't really have a smoke anymore, so they can't really well, they can't really go somewhere inconspicuous. And this is the same ward we saw someone's placing earlier, by the way. And that time, RoX actually counter-warded that. Not this time, though. Not this time. They know that there's ward. Dread knows that there's a central ward right there, so he is going to be extra careful, I'd guess. As we have got the double damage rune activated by the Bat Rider, looking for a kill, maybe up on Solo. There's already four stacks, but there's also a bottle up on Solo 5 stacks. Never mind, he might actually die. This flame break will be able to do the job. No, the stick charge is just enough, and that one last hit will be able to get the kill. Fada get himself a revenge. In the meantime, on the top lane, the aggression continues as well as Alex took a lot of harassment there. But still not enough to get a kill anymore for RoX. They do get the creep wave with them though, and I guess that's something to be able to pull back to his their tower. To be able to get some experience. I mean, they can't get the experience in the jungle like their opponents can, but at least every little bit helps. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, it is Basil that is on 19 for 3. He's doing best of everybody, with KiS sitting on 11 for 3. But Basil's being kept, well, kept in check by, I guess, now the Juggernaut. Black is actually on par with him right now. He's 20 for 4, and he is on a lane that is an aggressive trailing. So he has been able to get the last hit and able to try and force people away from his supports, because that's something that basically he seems to be doing. That Blayfury can just force people away from that. You're all looking for maybe a lift up on Alex, can't find it anymore, too far away. As Solo's level 4 right now, almost level 5. When he is level 6, we're going to be seeing some change. Fada already being level 6, I mean that's the upside of taking later kills. If you take later kills, you get more experience for kills, so he is a level ahead right now, level and a bit. So a level 6 for him means he has a last 2. If he would have enough mana for that, with the bottle he will have it though. And he might be trying to do something to Solo here, even though Solo just got level 5. And there's again 2 supports missing from the map, so he might not be all too comfortable with going in. The supports roaming bottom though. Yol and Vanskor going towards the lone druid. KiS is going to be the target. He should be okay though. I think he's going to be close enough to his tower to be able to survive, and he is taking it really slow. Not really overextending, and there's actually the smoke already worn out, and it's still daytime, so he does see them, and he backs off, and they back off. Maybe they can be going towards the Bat Rider though, who's gonna get harassed constantly. No more mana up on him anymore. He just got the bottle to get him all this mana. Oh, wait a second, Dread, trouble. Never mind. There should be still one sentry ward up on Mouz boards though. Actually, no. They used both of their sentry wards. They got one here and they used one there earlier. So no kill up on Dread with those sentry wards. As we do see the kill up on from the creeps. Bat Rider wasn't even involved in that kill. Not really sure what they were trying to do. Maybe just trying to go for the courier or something. Impale, mana burn again. Just harassment though. Can't really do anything with it just yet. Flyer fly. There goes the Spike Carapace trying to help out. There's already 3 stacks sticking napalm, but he can't chase right now. Not with too little mana there. Too risky for people to be there. He knows that the Shadow Demon was still missing. He's now gonna go back though. Shadow Demon, of course, and as well as Yol on his Rubik. Even though they don't have TPs, none of them do. This is actually all that the Shadow Demon has, which is quite not that much.
Is under attack.
And it feels like, you know, first game we saw them trying to do this as well, or at least trying to go for these ganks very early on, and they couldn't do it. Well, first game they could do it, and they got successful, and they got ahead, and they kept ahead. But now they can't seem to get their foot in the door, and that's something that Mouz, of course, is going to be very happy with, because if RoX can't get their foot in the door right now, they won't have the advantage mid-game, which means they can't be forcing a game to end right then, and it's going to be going to late game, which is something that Mouse probably wants to get their Juggernaut and their Lone Druid up to farm, and then go over fights. But everything can still change if that Nyx goes to a Vendetta and gets the kill with that. As we have another gank. No words up for the dire side, so KiS has no idea that these two teams, two heroes are going to be incoming here towards the bottom lane. KiS trying to hide in the meantime. And there they see him, there they see him. Disruption, not going to be there. Not going to be there. Tower's going to be harassing both of them a bit, as they're just waiting for the creep wave to come in so that they can safely exit. As well as, of course, trying to maybe take the tower down, perhaps. Bear is going to pull the creep wave back. Those Soul Catcher open moves, they want to take that bear down. And Bear is going to be going down if he's not careful. Yeah, there's a telekinesis. If they can't get the owner, then why not just get the pet? I mean, that's still pretty painful. And there will be a resummon, of course, but if they kill that resummon as well, disruption. This is dangerous. He's going to be okay though, hoping a salve. With the Bat Rider not be able to do anything there. He's going for a fast blink dagger, of course, like we saw in the first game as well. Still Solo not using his Vendetta. Well, if you think about it, like, who is he gonna gank, right? Is he gonna be trying to go for a gank on the top lane? Passes being very, very careful there. Although he's gonna go for Dread, Impale, Earthspike gonna hit, Illuminate, gonna fly through Omni Slashes. That's a kill.
Surgical.
Surgical? Did he really say surgical? awkward. But that's a level 6 upon black, and he has got himself 2500 gold with that kill as well. It was the first kill for him, and you know, it's a good one. Weaver, in the meantime, he's got himself a couple of last hits. Got himself 23. If we take a look at the net worth, he is not doing too bad for an offlaner. I mean, we can't compare him to the Lone Druid though. Lone Druid is doing a bit better. Looks like they want to try and take down that Weaver again, as there is a free last suit with the invisibility rune up on Fada. Let's see if he can take it though. Looks like, well, the rune got of course spotted by the Radiant side, so they know that he has it, and we see Dread being so very, very careful. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, the push is on. They want to try to take down the bear again. Open wounds were already used. There's also telekinesis and the soul catcher up on there. Look at that tanky bear though. He's still alive for now. Fade Bolt. It's gonna be that. Infest damage is only gonna be clearing out creep wave. The bear is gonna be sent back to base. With now Solo standing ready with the Vendetta. Who's he gonna go for though? He's gonna go for pass. Needs a bit more help with that. He can't go by himself, not with that Bat Rider hanging around there as well. 4 heroes of Mousesports. They're gonna be taking down the first tower, as it looks like we're gonna see Bat Rider maybe trying to go for something, or at least forcing the creep wave to die. In the meantime though, Lifestealer gets himself another tower, and this is of course a big difference, because Lifestealer was able to get the tower with only 2 supports, while the top lane tower went to the Juggernaut with 3 supports for the tower, I guess. You can call it that. So that costing him a bit of experience, but gold-wise, he's not doing that much worse than Lifestealer. He is still a bit behind, about 500 gold.
Radiant's top tower is
even with that
attack.
kill, it's quite interesting to see. But that's just because of the push and because of the distractions of the kill as well, I guess. Losing a creep wave, maybe because of it. As Basil has almost got his armlet, never mind, he has got his armlet ready. There we go, it's in the courier. And we've got Solo having his Vendetta back up again. And he will be using it to try and take down the Lone Druid. Lone Druid being very careful still though. Blink Dagger up on the Bat Rider, that will be a change of pace, especially since he's still trying to go for that Weaver on the top lane. We're gonna follow this though. Let's see if we can see Koikfa getting himself a bit overextended. Koikfa playing it so incredibly safe, and that's gonna be Solo wasting his Vendetta. In the meantime, last two still hit, and the Omni Slash time lapse. Dread, he can get away. The last two hit, the blink in hit, Omni Slash hit, and then a time lapse, and Dread's just fine. Peachy. Peachy. And I've seen the gold graph very, very even. Even with 2 kills in favor of Mousesports, it's still, I mean, this is in favor of RoX, but it's really nothing. Because we have got the experience graph a bit more in favor of Mousesports because of those kills. Bit of a push coming into the middle lane. We have got Lion level 6. And that's a big difference with the supports from RoX, by the way. And that's going to be the rotations from RoX not really working out too well. They are still level 4, while the supports of Mousesports are level 5 and 6. With the offlaners being the same level and the farmers being the same level, and again a level advantage for Mousesports in terms of mid laners.
Radiant's middle tower is.
Fada, of course, being involved in the kill later than Nyx Assassin was involved in a kill. That's the biggest difference there. Oh, Black impaled. He's gonna be able to play Fury himself out of this. He's gonna try to TP. Is there gonna be enough damage? There is not, actually. There is not. They can't take him down. Use the Vendetta for this. Use everything for it, and that is not gonna be a kill for them. That's probably quite a disappointment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So we are gonna be seeing the tier 1 getting harassed. Should be going down with both Fada and Alex hitting on it. And the defenses, I mean, they're there, but they, ooh, actually, deny someone? No, they're not deny. It's the siege group that picks it up. It's gonna be Fada that's gonna be put down after a telekinesis. There's no more life upon Solo. He can't do anything anymore. No more mana upon him as well, but here comes Dread. Flame Break trying to help out. Gemini attack will be able to pick up the kill. That's another kill going the way of RoX, as they're gonna be taking down Pass as well. Oh, I like that though. Rubik, not knowing what hit him. That was the finger of death. Timelapse trying to help Dread out staying alive. I mean, Pass, he knew that he was gonna die. Figured, you know what, I'm just gonna do as much damage on that support as I can. And with the finger of death, he was able to get a kill right before he died. And it's not even too bad of a trade either. Not bad at all. Basically, with that kill, he denied the experience for his own kill to Yol, so he is still level 4. Well, we see level 4 still also put a Shadow Demon. He was not in range for that kill either. So doing a good job with that, and that experience is gonna be really hurting RoX if they're not careful. Oh, bear. They know the bear is there. They saw that happening because of the bear though. Quick backing off. Open wounds. Vendetta, he's so tanky though. Is it gonna be not blinking? But the spike carapace is there. There are still a last two hits upon Basil's, but he is rage. He's not taking any extra damage from the flames. Quickfat's gonna be able to TP out with that one though, and the Entangle is not gonna be able to do anything anymore either. Bear is still hanging around, but this master, he actually is not there, so he can't do anything else but just standing around. Impale still gonna hit on Fada, but the Earth Spike gets returned, and Solo will take a fall. Nice spike carapace, but it doesn't matter.
Roasted, toasted, and burned to a crisp.
Alright, thank you for that intermezzo. Batrider, we have got Black in the meantime. He picked himself up drums, picked himself up a ring of health, and he's probably gonna go still for a Battle Fury. If that is indeed the path that he's gonna be taking, I think it is. In the meantime, bottom lane, open wounds. Basil's needs to eat himself back up to life. He's gonna go for Puss. He can do that. One more hit away from dying. There we go. And it's gonna be Batrider that's gonna be the next target. Now the flames are starting to hurt because now the rage is not there. There is also no mana left to go for a rage. So Basil's, he has to be really careful here. He's still gonna go for it though, and actually gets himself the kill. Gets a double kill with help of the Medallion of Dread, of course, able to hit up on Fada. In the meantime, on the middle lane, it is the lone druid that's trying to survive against Solo, but not able to do so. Vendetta helping out, and this time Solo was able to get a kill there. But in the meantime, Black free farming. So all taken into perspective, RoX is pulling up ahead while fighting 5-on-5, while or 5 versus 4 I should say, while just Black is just free farming. Something that you have to sacrifice, I guess, if you are RoX, but do you really want to sacrifice that? I guess they shot the bear down quite hard, and that is really nice. But the thing about a bear is at some point he will be still farmed up, and his bear will still be able to entangle the lifestealer, which is gonna be the most annoying thing for Basil's, because, you know, they don't really have any other thing apart from the lasso from to shut stuff down in rage, and that entangle is just as random as it can be. And you don't want to be having your fights relying on randomness from your opponent team. Let's see if this Batrider can find a target. Gonna be flying bottom. There is still a tower standing on almost full HP. TP comes in from the Shadow Demon. He wants to help his team. Basil's is gonna come in from the side. Gonna be able to go for Fada, or Fada's gonna be able to go for him. There's a Blinkin. Wants to go maybe for a Shadow Demon. Disruption there. Sentry goes down as well. The Impale actually too early. Spike Carapace not even in the flames. Haze Rune helping out there. The Illuminate flying through. Nobody going down just yet. Both teams backing off for now. Another TP incoming. Here comes the Rubik. Firefly already over again. So Fada still has his last two though. Gets an Impale. Shadow Poison as well. Giving a bit of extra vision. Illuminate hits on the two supports. Hurting a lot. And Black looking for the Omni Slash on the support. But the Telekinesis is first. And he is gonna be able to only slash up on Basil's though. Impale hits on two. There is gonna be a Blade Fury going through, and a Finger of Death, and a Lifestealer drops as well as Joel from the Keeper of the Light there, who still sends his own Illuminate through. It is gonna be Solo that is gonna go down. That bear, I don't think he's gonna be able to survive that. Trying to run for it though. Spike Carapace trying to help out, as we do see Weaver being picked up on the side, and you're Solo though. Solo is doing well, trying to juke it. I don't think he can still. Fada on the chase, the sticky napalm stacks hitting. You only need to hit him once. I think that will be able to do the job. There we go. Entangle helping out from the lone druid who was chasing that as well, and that is gonna be 4 dead on the side of RoX, with only the Shadow Demon limping back to base, and of course Joel already back up because he was just so very low level when he died. And Mouse Sports, what did they actually lose? Not really all that much. If only the lion they lost. By the looks of it, yeah, that's painful. That is indeed painful. Tower still goes down, of course. Mouse Sports getting themselves the reward for the kill. Illuminate flying through Basil's, doing so much damage. Who's going to go for an Orchid, by the way? Shut down that lion, maybe? Well, that Illuminate he's able to dodge. In the meantime, supports here don't have that much, do they? I mean, level-wise, they are. I mean, we saw the Rubik level 6. They already stole someone something, so that's good. And he now has actually stolen the healing ward. Level 4, by the way. So that is really decent. Oh dear. Basils, you are in so much trouble right now. Blinkin, a lasso, and tangles, and trying to run from that is not gonna work out. And that is Mouzeport with 4 there. The only one not there is the Lion, who's trying to get some farm top, trying to get some levels top perhaps. Level 8 only for him. And Mouseports, they don't really have to back off. They don't really have too many fleshy items yet up on their heroes, but with that level 4 healing ward, they're actually able to just stand there and just siege.
Dire's
Pause
structures
please,
are
EMS problem.
fortified.
Dread Skype. EMS is of course a tournament that I just explained. So it was supposed to be starting at 7. Right now it is, what time is it? It is 7:15 about-ish. So that is 15 minutes past time. First match of RoX was up against Virtus Pro. So maybe the question is gonna be, do you want to forfeit that match or not? Or your match is gonna be forfeited if you don't forfeit this match. But they really... Oh, okay. They are gonna be... Oh! That is... gonna be sad. Good luck when EMS gets cold. And that's it. That is sad. Mousesports take the win. Well, anticlimax to the max, I guess. But yeah, Mousesports take the game, game 3. Unfortunate, unfortunate, just unfortunate. If you want to continue watching RoX though, because I think you by now know that they are a very enjoyable team to watch, then you can jump yourself over to Toby's stream where you'll be seeing EMS1, a group number D, with Virtus Pro, Empire, RoX, and Eosin +4. So four enjoyable teams. So you know, that's that. I'm probably gonna be turning on a light finally, and then I'll see what I'm gonna be doing. Might be actually streaming some matches. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna be doing the same thing as yesterday, which was actually scrimming with the girls team. It was kind of fun, but we'll find out. And thank you for watching anyway, and sorry for this disappointing ending. There we go. Laters. Be right back.